Good morning, Coronado. Welcome to another episode of Cougar TV. I'm Derek Hernandez.
And I'm Olivia Gillum. Political views have always been an interesting topic of conversation, and as President's Day has come and gone, politics are in the air.
If you happen to be one of Coronado's very own up-and-coming U.S. Senators, Politics Today Club may just be the place for you.
Politics Today is an organization I made within Colorado as a club, and we like to discuss current events and societal issues that's going on in our world. I felt inclined to start a politics club because I felt like people wanted to have a voice to talk about issues going on in the world, so I created this club for people to have a voice and talk about issues. For the people who are interested, just come and test it out. You can have your honest opinion, you can say whatever you want, and it's a totally non-biased environment.
Politics Club meets every Thursdays during second lunch in room 415 in Mr. Kane's room. We want you for Politics Today.
If Uncle Sam wasn't straightforward enough, we only hope that Aiden Clark and Armand Mirhozani have the power to reel him in.
If you happen to find yourself caught up in the golden lasso of political justice, visit Mr. Kane in room 415 to learn more about how you could join.
Now, let's see how our athletes are doing nearing the end of their seasons.
Let's check out those sports scores. Hockey lost versus Mullen 0-4. Boys basketball won versus Pine Creek 49-42. Girls basketball won versus Pine Creek 49-45. Congratulations to the girls and boys for making the playoffs this year. Wrestling got third at regionals and is sending 8 wrestlers to states. Winter sports are coming to an end.
Let's see how the teams are wrapping up their seasons and how state finals went.
State went really well. We brought 9 girls up. They all competed, and all of them had came back for the finals the next day. So it was a really successful meet. So I mean, we made a lot of changes this year to the program, and we had our girls in the weight room a lot more. This is my first year, so we just brought a whole different philosophy to our training program.
So regionals is this weekend, Friday and Saturday up at Lewis Palmer High School, and the top 4 guys at each weight, there's 14 weight classes, top 4 at each weight advance to the state tournament the next week. We're going to do great. Guys have been working hard, they're ready to go. Guys come in, they're disciplined, they're focused, and we get after it every day, and so this is what we build up to whole year, and we're excited.
Wow, our Cougars are killing it this year. Let's hope they finish strong.
Additionally, rock climbing just finished up their season. Let's take a look at the team in action.
Want to be more competitive but don't have the requirements to be on a sports team? Climbing Club is looking for more members.
The requirements for climbing is you just have to show up. So climbing, we meet on Monday through Thursday. We do Mondays and Wednesdays in the weight room, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are at the climbing gym. And we'll have different workouts on each of those days to allow you to practice and challenge yourself, as well as to prepare for competitions if that's something that you'd be interested in.
I started climbing because my older brother climbed a lot, and it seemed interesting. I kind of got into it, and when I started, I just really enjoyed it. Join climbing. Just join climbing. Just do it, because then we get more points. It's really fun, and the community is great. They're all wonderful, nice people, and they just are super supportive. And when you're doing a climb, they'll help you out and give you beta, and just help you get where you need to be. And you can get stronger and just better your health.
We hope to see you at our next workout.
Congratulations to Mr. Felix and all the other climbing members on another great season.
We decided to search the halls for the students and teachers to see what they know about our presidents.
Who was the first president?
George Washington. George Washington.
George Washington.
That was George Washington.
It's George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
Who was the president during the Civil War?
Michael B. Jordan.
President during Civil War. I know Lincoln was around. I don't know if that's when he started. I'm going to stick with Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. I don't know.
Abraham Lincoln.
Who was president when the atomic bombs were dropped?
Paul Walker.
That was one of the presidents.
Harry Truman. I don't know.
President when the atomic bombs were dropped. I think that was FDR.
I don't know. I do not know.
George W. Bush.
I don't know. Could have been Roosevelt, but I don't know. Probably wasn't.
Truman. Harry S. Truman. I hope it's S. It's totally S. Harry S. Truman. Got you.
Congratulations to Mr. Felix and all of the climbers on another great season.
We decided to search the halls for students and teachers to see what they know about our presidents. I didn't even know the answers to those.
We've had many great presidents in our nation of shimmering freedom.
But none better than our school's president, Connor McCary.
Checkpoint 1, clear. Checkpoint 2. The Eagle has landed.
I'm Connor McCary. I don't know. It was just kind of like an impulsive decision. I was just like with a group of friends, and they're like, "Hey, we could run for student council, you know." And I was like, "Oh, I might do that. Why not?" I mean, I think that's what's pretty cool about Cornell is that literally anyone can run for any position you want. So it was kind of like a split decision for me, but I'm really glad I did it because it really worked out in the end, I think. So as president, I basically just oversee everything that student council does. My biggest responsibility this year was the homecoming parade. That's like the #1 job. But after that is over, I basically just help out with everything else that everyone else is doing. Everyone in cabinet has like a specific role or job that they work on for like the majority of the year. So after the homecoming parade, I basically just help around with other people. So I'm on the rock climbing team, I'm in Key Club and rock climbing. So I'm very ready to leave. I don't know, it's pretty sad, but I don't know, I'm just ready to move on at this point. But so after high school, I'm going to the University of Wyoming. It's really cheap to go there, believe it or not. And then I'm going to study kinesiology up there. So, my favorite experience, honestly, probably homecoming this year. That was a good day. Get out of your comfort zone, like make it count, I would say. Because like I definitely didn't do that as a freshman, and I regret it. But I don't know, I feel like in recent years I have, and it's been awesome.
He really Connor McCares about Coronado.
Connor really Connor McCann do anything. That was a really Connor McCorny pun.
To end this President's Day themed episode, we travel to the past to meet the man on the penny himself, Abraham Lincoln, delivering the iconic Gettysburg Address.
407 years ago, our fathers brought forth onto this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place, for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But, in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it will never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus so far nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, will not perish from the earth.
Such inspiring words from one of our history's greatest presidents. Let us not forget that our day off in February is to celebrate the best of our executive branch, and especially Washington and Lincoln, both born in mid-February. The great men helped form the foundation of our nation as we know it today.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Cougar TV. I'm Derek Hernandez.
And I'm Olivia Gillum. Stay classy, Coronado. It's fine. We'll just do it again like 5 million times.
Alright, have you cleared your mind of
Yes, I did.
I'm dying. Right. It's okay. Good.
3, 2. I hated that.
Did you want to redo that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.